Hey friendos, welcome back. Happy Thursday. I was really vibing to that track though, so I almost was like, nah, maybe we won't start today. Maybe we'll just kind of sit here and listen to the intro music. I hadn't really given that one a listen. Clearly that was a mistake on my part. All right. So we're going to finish up, we're going to finish up copy today. I think it shouldn't take that long. I also, because I can't get enough, I restarted a new stone yesterday, so hopefully that'll, I put it into the actual program with, you know, that's actually supposed to be made for making cross-stitch patterns. And I will get that one done and get it up on the Etsy at some point. In little spare moments here and there. Alright, what have we got? These are all the ones that we've used already. I did forget to do the gray antenna. Which do we need? I think it's the second lightest gray. I think it's this one. Yeah, and then this one. Okay. Let's do this real quick. Hey, Pekvisti, the second from the left, I can't remember if my camera is flipped or not. So we've got fighter, wing, sleep, plasma, fire, sword, beam, and parasol. Feathers? Yeah, that's wing. Sorry. Then my camera isn't flipped. I don't know why my brain... I'm sorry, that was very dumb. Where am I? How do I exist? But my half-hearted plan is to kind of go through and remake some of the ones that I'm not happy with. The ones that we didn't back properly. To get those up, and then I will probably do some more raffles in the future. Everything is flipped, yeah. Well, I get so confused if my webcam doesn't behave like a mirror. I get very confused. And I understand that logically it doesn't need to do that because it's not a mirror, it's a webcam. But my brain just does not want to have that. Oh, come on. It's raining here today, so both me and Grid are just like all stuffy disasters. There we go. That's better. It's gotta be too early for pollen, so it must just be atmospheric pressure, but rude. Okay, so it's gonna be the second single one down. This is almost a waste. This is gonna take less time than it just took me to thread that needle. Morning, Grid. Alright, and that's all we need out of that color. We Justin for feats? Yeah. Thanks. I know, all that effort. So ridiculous. But if we didn't do it, I'd know. Now we get to do all more effort for one stitch. Woo. And then we get to do all that effort for one stitch, except that stitch is white. Surrounded by other white. Foolish. I know, isn't it beautiful? Actually, I really like rain, so... The first Minecraft track that came on was Thunderbird, which has got, like, ambient rain in the background. It was very fitting. Oh, Xeno's out of the box. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have taken a picture. Going in the back room? I thought it was going in the garbage. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, threading needles is the worst. And I got my fancy needle threader. I can't say fancy, it's not fancy, but it's not one of the little aluminum foil ones that I break immediately. And I still refuse to use it. Alright, so we need... Whoops, I was supposed to do one more stitch with that darker gray, but I'm just gonna pretend it was supposed to be the lighter gray the whole time. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4 total. Great. My hands are never steady. I feel like I must... I feel like people can't be like this, but... Like, the reason I never wear makeup to work in the morning is because if I have to try to put on makeup before, like, 10 a.m., I can't, because my hands are so shaky. I'm gonna make it to 65 and realize I've had Parkinson's since I was 12 or something, I don't know. I suppose I shouldn't joke. I suppose that's a real possibility. Now we get white. Hell yeah. It's fine. By the time I'm 60, there will be robot hands. And they'll be water-cooled and LED, RGB, assignable. I'll get myself a pair of Corsair robot hands. Is there any white in the body of this? I actually don't... Oh no, we finished with the white, so we're good. Nice. Exactly. So ready. Extra ready. It's gonna be great. Okay, I think all we have to do left is the pink. I mean, all of the pinks. The large number of pinks. Okay, I cannot. My brain can't handle this track. There we go. That was not playing okay with my brain today. Alright, what do we have? I think we need 4? Do we need 4 pinks? Really? No, that can't be right. 1, 2... Well, we have the dark one. We have 1, 2, 3. Guess we only need 3. Oh, had I not decided? I must have not decided. Yeah, it was definitely interesting. I'm sure if I were a little bit more awake, I would be... right on board. Hey, Red Cat! Alright, so this is definitely going to be that dark pink, so let's put our decision off till later. I think we're not going to use this one, I say, as I point to one that you can't see because it's behind my camera. I do love rain. Someday I just want to have a porch. I want to sit outside during the rain. I love rain. I love water. I love outside water. I mean, I love inside water too, but I love, well, okay. Allie, you're getting ridiculous. I want to be able to sit on the porch in the rain. That's the punchline. All right, where are we going with this? Is there another one? Maybe we do have 4 pinks. Oh, I think we do have 4 pinks. What have I done? Okay, so let's start here. I don't think this... Excuse me, I don't think that one matches. And then we're gonna go... down like this. So my cats have set a new alarm for me. Apparently, if I don't feed them by 9:30 in the morning, they start throwing up. I don't understand why, because if I haven't fed them, what do they have to throw up? But this was my morning, and has been my morning for several days. I can't. I know that cats do not possess the cognitive function required to express, like... Oh, what's the word? What are the words I'm looking for? You know, like pettiness or revenge, but man, sometimes it feels like it. Ugh, so rude. And I always step on it. Always. Doesn't matter where it is. Well, it does matter where it is, because it's usually right in the front of where I am walking. Always on the carpet, never on the linoleum. They are pettiness personified. In a tiny, fuzzy exterior. Okay, so we have to come up and touch the corner of this gray one. Oh, I'm dumb. We have some more white to do. Oh, that's okay. We can do that in a minute. I know, right? It's like, is carpet more fun to throw up on? Is it more satisfying? It probably is. It's probably more comfortable, especially in the winter, than sitting on cold tile to yak. I remember, I guess I can't say that. I remember being really little and being sick, and my grandmother or my mother or somebody telling me that you were not supposed to throw up in the sink, you were supposed to throw up in the toilet. And I thought that was just wrong, because your butt goes in the toilet, not your face. So I ignored Grandma and threw up in the sink anyway, which was better than throwing up in bed, I guess, but... Maybe that's how cats are. Maybe that's it. It is gross. You're right. Hello, Callie. How are ya? Welcome. Okay, so I think that's... Oh, nope, we have one more right here. Yeah, we forgot some white up here. I say we like it's your fault. Like we're all equally responsible. Yeah, well, we made an error. Alright, so that's all good there. At least I can't imagine 4. I feel like 3 is too many. I love cats, and I wouldn't say no to 4 cats, but God, I need a house. But I have never had them throw up in, like, my shoes or something. No. Once. So Grid has... When Grid and I first moved in together, we had no money, and we're living in a very, very small apartment that the bedroom was basically the size of a bed. So we lofted the bedroom so that we could fit, you know, our stuff inside of it. And when we moved out of that, I didn't want the loft anymore because I'm an adult and I don't want to sleep in a loft anymore. But it also had his, like, computer desk built underneath it. So he uses it now as a computer desk with a storage overhang. So that's in the back room. And once Gibbs was up there and got sick and threw up off of the side of this thing, which is like eye level with me when I'm standing, threw up off of the side of it and it landed in his boot, which I thought was hilarious. Hey Ron, I'll get right on that. Hey Zuria! What am I doing? And Grid is so funny. I'm sorry, Grid, I know you're listening, but Grid is so funny. Grid is, you know, ex-Air Force. Grid is, you know, combat-trained military vet. Grid used to be used to work with his EMT parents. Grid has seen some things. Grid has smelled some things. Some horrible things that I have never even seen or wanted to see, but Big Tough Grid cannot handle cat vomit, which I think is hilarious. Makes me feel very strong. Maybe we'll just do that white real quick, because I hate it. I don't know, Grid, you ever been in the room with C. Diff? I know he has been in the room with, no, I shouldn't probably tell that story unless he tells that story, never mind. He's been in the room with some pretty horrible things. I feel like horse turds, I mean, to be fair, I'm saying this as not a farmer, but horses versus cows. We have a lot of cows around here. I would rather experience horse poop. Feels pretty low processed. And even just from the farmers that I'm aware of, after a certain point, cow shit even is just like, well, this is what life is. I'm not sure what the problem is, but Link has started missing the litter. Well, he hasn't started missing the litter box, but he needs, like, more liquid or something, because he's been having poop stuck to his butt, and then he scoots them across the floor, which I love. I just love that. I love having skid marks on my carpet. It's my favorite part of existence. So I've been picking up little tiny cat turds all in my hallway. Those don't really bother me either. I mean, the carpet's dead. We've been here for, I don't know, 5 years? Something like that? 6 years? The carpet is dead. I'm not worried about the carpet anymore. I am worried about where I live smelling like poop. I'm so torn because I love carpet. There's nothing, I love working on the floor. I love being on the floor. And there's nothing that I love more than fresh, clean carpet that you get to sit on, but carpet does not stay fresh and clean. So I feel like I should stop fighting. I really don't like hardwood or laminate floors because, especially with cats, which I know is counterintuitive because they get so crusty. Not crusty's not the word. You know, trail crumbs on it and stuff, and little pieces of litter and little hairs. And I know that all that stuff gets on carpets, but it gets inside the carpet and then you can't get it out, and it's much easier to sweep, but I don't know. I miss carpet. I miss carpet in a house that was not my responsibility to clean. Oh man, I can only imagine. Yeah, that's gotta be tough. Okay. So the white is actually done now. Not sort of done. Is that supposed to be? No, that's supposed to be a pink. Okay. So yeah, I tried to start another stone Kirby yesterday. Because I want to get that one. I got the pattern cleaned up and I got it put up on, or I want to get it put up on, or finished properly and put up on Etsy and everything. And I want to do more raffles, but I want to make sure that I have, like, put all of these into a proper program and chosen colors for them before I raffle them. Because I realized the other day when I didn't have the stone one that I had already done to reference, I'm like, shoot, what decisions have I already made that I've forgotten about? So we'll do another raffle in the future, definitely, but not for a bit. After 7 years, I thought that was the case, but I think there's something in our lease that means we still have to pay for it anyway. I have to look up New York regulations and I feel like if we've signed the lease that had that stipulation in there, it's a moot point. But maybe when our lease is up in the summer, we can yell at them. I don't know. I think the wording in New York is... They can't charge you... I think the wording in New York is a lot less specific. They can't charge you for normal wear and tear. But I believe there's a stipulation in our lease that outlines the number of years that you have been in a place and how much you have to pay to replace the carpet specifically. You know, like it's a percentage depending on how long you've been there. Which is trash. So they can't charge you to paint the walls. Unless you painted the walls and they have to, like, primer them or something. Yeah, prorated. That's the word. I'll have to look again. It's so frustrating because, like, obviously read your lease and obviously know what you're doing, but after a certain point, you just have to live somewhere, so you kind of just have to deal with it. P-O-Y-O-P-O-Y. Oh, there's no O at the end of that one. Okay, so you got a free O, but thank you, Rhino, and hello. And thank you, I think they're cute too. Or I wouldn't have had the attention span to do, 15 of them. Where are we going now? We're going up here. Ooh, a Disney cross-stitch project? That's awesome. I think we have another regular that's also doing a Disney. Fun stuff. Alright, those two, and then we gotta go up here. Back at work as early as Monday. That's horrifying. Oh man, 200 colors. That is a couple colors. Have you been vaccinated yet, Rhino? I figure I would have known if you had. So I figure the answer is no. Alright, so where are we going? I think that's it. Oh, jeez. That's terrifying. You know, why wait until it's actually safe? Why not just open it now and who cares, right? I also like next week in air quotes. Soon. Trademark. Alright. Shoot. I don't think that this is gonna work. This just doesn't... It's too peach. All the rest of them are pink and that one's peach. And I don't really know what to do about it. I feel like I still haven't really hit on the perfect Kirby color palette. I mean, these ones are okay, but that's not 4 colors, and I feel like every time I try to get 4 pinks, I end up with normal Kirby, with Kirby's face too pale. I don't know. I don't keep up with it anymore either, because I'm the last on all the lists. Woo! This one might work, though. This one's just a little bit different than this. We could probably do that. Is this a DMC color? Oh, nope, this is an unknowable color. Are you Rose Brand? No, you're Loops and Threads. Okay. $7.40. You know, Loops and Threads. That's about the same. I think these are mostly too light, but also too salmon. Glow in the dark! I've got glow in the dark! Sorry, I realized I'm not even really in the camera view, am I? This is my project box. Hey, knock this. Yeah, and these ones are too light. And this one is a little too salmon. Yeah. Something happened. Callie, 101, thank you so much for the follow. If I said your name wrong, please correct me. But thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Ministry of Silly Walkthroughs. We do some chill stitching on Wednesday and Thursday afternoons. Did I take that? Oh, I did. It's right here. So we did this one. It is copy. You got it. When it's on Kirby, it's called copy. And then when it's the player 2, when it's the CP, he's called tack. Take in copy. Oops, I broke my nail. So I guess we're gonna go with this one. Ooh, crap. Oh yeah, let me throw up our Discord. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Pekkavisti. I appreciate it. I'm thinking about considering approaching the idea of getting a stream deck. I've held out for so long. $734. Loops and threads. Oh, Link Kirby, you mean the sword? Yeah. Finished that one. That one was good. I liked how that one came out. Yeah, absolutely show us. I do have... We've tried the tablet route. We've tried a lot of things. I have a house full of electronics. Currently I have a touchscreen monitor that was kind of my, I don't want to get a stream deck, let's try something. Which is very useful. The tablet thing kind of worked. Didn't work great for my purposes. I think part of it is really just physically having physical buttons, honestly, which I know is kind of silly. And having something that sits on the desk and stays there and doesn't get used for another purpose. Hey, Craftwins, how are ya? But like I said, I haven't decided that this is the next thing I need. I've just decided that I'm gonna think about it eventually. Physical buttons are great. God, I hate touchscreen phones. Can I tell you that? I wish I could go back to having buttons on my phone. You can put it wherever you want. You can put it anywhere in the Discord. We do have a channel for arts and crafts. It's called Arts and Snacks. Or if you want to post it right in chat, go for it. Doesn't make a difference to me. Whatever you'd prefer. Yeah, we also were looking at a USB number pad or a key bank or something like that, but they're not that much cheaper. I think when it came right down to it, multi-assignable button bays were just not that much cheaper, and the additional like intended use case for the Stream Deck made it worth the extra cost. Oh, these threads are so thin. Gross. Joystick with button mapper. Can I use my God, what's it called? Can I use the Nintendo Joypad? I forgot what it's called. Oh my God, these threads are awful. This floss is terrible. This is why I use DMC. It'll be grid tinkering, so it's that's free as far as I'm concerned. Oh man, that's huge. That's beautiful. That's a hell of a Disney piece. Damn. How you doing back there, Grid? I don't hear any noise yet. Grid's supposed to be cleaning his room so we can steam clean the carpets this weekend. Let's see. Well, Grid's supposed to be cleaning his room so he can do other things, but the added bonus is that all the stuff will be off the floor so we can do the carpets. Okay, so we're going all the way up to the top. Yeah, this will be okay. This floss is crappy, but that's fine. Find a DMC alternative eventually. I feel like I just keep getting myself confused with the light or the color temperature of the lights in the craft store. I go to the craft store and I end up picking, like this one specifically, 3689. I've picked up 3689 like 6 times, thinking, oh, this will be perfect for that one color that I can't find for Kirby. And then I get it home and I'm like, oh no, I have 6 of these. So I think the color temperature of the fluorescence in the craft store makes the floss look different than I'm expecting it to look at home, or than I remember it looking at home. So anytime I go in trying to find a color that I don't have a number for, I just screw myself up. So I'm gonna... Most of them... Alright, so... when we started, I wasn't backing them the way that is... Oh, not that one. That one's proper. I wasn't backing them properly, so they were kind of... I didn't really intend to do anything with them. I just kind of wanted to make all of them and then sit in the middle of them and cackle like a gremlin. But now I am doing better. I'm backing them properly, and I have some of them up on my Etsy. My goal is to get all of them up on my Etsy eventually. We're going to raffle some of them. We raffled one a couple weeks last week. I think it must have been last week. We raffled one last week. I'm going to raffle the ones that are a little wonky, because if you're getting it for free, you can't complain about whether it's perfect or not. So I'll do that slowly as I start to remake new ones. Yeah, a light balance table. Oh man, Pekavisi, you got me today. Thank you. I did manage to put up Parasol yesterday. But also, I do want to have all 25 of them, and I just want to sit in a circle and just be happy. I just want to vibe Kirby style. And then we've got up here. So yeah, the next one I'm working on that we've already done, so this isn't a surprise. We've already done stone, so I'm just kind of in my spare time picking a little bit at stone. So that one should go up soon. I meant to take down my listing for crocheted Mario mushrooms. I tried to take down all my made-to-order crochet listings because I'm broken and I can't do them anymore. So I accidentally left that mushroom listing up a little bit too long, and Burger and Fries, I think it was Burger and Fries, came in and sniped my very last Mario mushroom. So I'll have to make that this weekend. I'd do it on stream if I could remember where I put my pattern for it, but since I can't remember where I put my pattern for it, it's gonna be me trying to make it and then me pulling it out 3 times. And that will inspire confidence in no one, so we will not stream that. I have had that thought, Rhino. Oh, it may have been you. Oh. Oh. Well, that is okay. I am happy to make any sort of... Goodness knows I am happy enough to make any sort of sale. And I like making the mushrooms. The mushrooms are fun. The tedious one was, The tedious ones were the coasters that I had up there. Those were just not worth it. Those took forever. I don't even know, Rhino. I don't know. It was hard enough for Grid to convince me to put these up for something that was kind of worth my time. It's a very good cat throwing, you know, it's like, it's perfect. It's perfect for throwing. Joke's on you, it's actually full of rocks. That's not true. Whoops. Let's see. So we got all of those. That's all set. And then we gotta come around here. A giant crochet green shell. I don't know. I think I'm out of the amigurumi game after this. This is my last hurrah. I am not as good at those as a lot of other people are. I'm too impatient. I'm very good at adapting, but I'm not very good at pattern creation. So I can, if I sit down, I can make something up, but then I'm not very good at replicating it. I can make everything one time. I think we gotta go up here. Which is kind of why I like these guys, because all the thought, all the thinking about them is on the front end. And then you don't really have to do the thinking later. You just go. You wind it up and let go. These are the designs from Kirby Superstar, yes. And specifically Kirby Superstar, not Kirby Superstar Ultra. Which makes some slight changes to the sprites. Where am I going? Well, I guess this is close enough. Oop. I feel like I could get some even tinier frames, because there is like one size smaller of embroidery frame. I think it's like 3.5 inches or something. I could get an even smaller frame and make the 8-bit Kirbys. Aw, man, Boxy, you got shorted. Can't believe you didn't get any of those things. What a bummer. And yeah, Kirby Superstar is truly one of my top games. It's such a well-constructed game. It's such a glorious Kirby game. It's delicious. I love it. Hello, Force and Voice. Welcome. And I think I picked up Kirby Superstar Ultra recently too, and I keep forgetting I have a 3DS. Honestly, I don't really use handhelds anymore. And by anymore, I mean I haven't really used a handheld since the Game Boy Color. I keep forgetting about them. I don't even use the Switch as a handheld a lot of the time. Most of the time I use it connected to the TV. I think I have decided on a pose for Jet Kirby. Well, at least I have it narrowed down to 2 potential poses. I can't remember if I've started that one yet. I have researched all of the... I sat down a couple weeks ago and I researched everything and I clipped pictures for everything and I at least started files for them all so I don't have to worry about that. And I've kind of been fluttering from one to the other depending on my moods, working on some of them. Any chance I get. Yo-Yo is going to be a little harder. I think I'm a little bit more worried about Yo-Yo than I am about Jet, honestly. Because Yo-Yo... When the Yo-Yo is out, it's really long. I don't think it's going to fit in a frame unless I make something up. Unless I take some creative liberties. Which, I mean, I have. This one specifically is Creative Liberty, and then Fighter came out really good with Creative Liberty, but we'll have to see. I still really want to take a break and do a Shy Guy. I want to do that so bad. Maybe I'll do that sometime around the week that we go on vacation. So that way I'll be able to do a stream, but it won't be quite as complicated as some of these Kirbys, because the Shy Guy will be easier to design. And I'm sure I can just probably poach a design for that one. I'm sure those exist. I think well, I definitely don't like, I don't want to be like, I don't like remakes, because people who are like that are bored. Well, you know, like people who just say that, I hate that. That's, you know, not like I'm getting myself in a hole. What I'm saying is, I think I really like I really like the original better, and I don't like remakes. That's what I'm trying to say. I am that person that I hate. Let me see if I can find a difference. Versus Ultra. And then Kirby Superstar. The only Kirby Superstar Ultra sprite that I think I like better is... Why can't I find a sprite sheet for just Kirby Superstar? Okay, well, here, this will do, I guess. Okay, so for example, this is Mirror. There we go. We've got Mirror Kirby for Kirby Superstar. Where is my other window? Didn't I just have it? What did I just do with it? Okay, yeah, here we go. So, this guy's Mirror here. So the colors are different. The colors for all of them are pretty different. The fiery headbands are higher. The ice is different. In Kirby Superstar Fun Pack, the ice crown is kind of wavy like these guys are, not spiky. I really do like the spiky. I think it's a neat design choice, but it's different. And then you can see how different Copy is. Copy's a lot different. So these are definitely a lot different. The ones for Kirby Superstar were simpler. And a lot of my specific attraction to pixel sprites is that simplicity. So that's why I wanted to do this. Also because I don't like change and I like my original shit. And no matter how much I try to be an inclusive remakes are fine person, I'm not that person. I'm not them. I still have never played Paper Mario. I have to get that on the voting list. Okay, where were we? I'm probably not taking suggestions for any of these. I think I got it. But I appreciate your offer. Because I have a silly criteria list in my head for things that I want to things that I'm looking for, things that I want to stay away from. So basically it's just making sure I fulfill all of those qualifications and ruling out things that don't. I know, I want to do Deuces so bad, oh my gosh. I want to do so many things. I made so much progress on Sarah's thing this week though, so hopefully with that out of the way, I'll be able to really do some smaller, more exciting work. I don't want to say more exciting, some smaller, faster payout work. Well, I mean, large expanses of the same color are sometimes nice. You can whip those out pretty quick if you're watching TV. When I'm doing large expanses of one single color while we're streaming, my whole brain screams that we're not going fast enough, but when I'm doing other things, it's not bad. I also want to get some plastic canvas, and it was you that made the Stardew, the blue Stardew chicken, right? I want to try to do some keychains or some earrings or some pendants or something like that. That's awesome. Am inspired. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I saw somebody on Etsy had like these little, they were kind of like fabric covered buttons, but they were pendants with embroidery on them for necklaces. I thought those were really neat. Oh, I should have come back over here a long time ago. Oh well. Oh, that's awesome. There's just so many things in the world to make. Oh yeah, I'm sure I will pick it up and then my hands will just fall off. I'll be like, I'm supposed to do how small? Or I'll just have a gigantic pendant like, who's the guy with the big clock pendant? That Flavor Flav? I don't know. You know, the guy that wears the clock. I'm sorry. Still too early for me. Well, this floss didn't turn out too bad. It looks okay. I think I'm gonna do Subnautica tonight. I know we've done a lot of Subnautica, but it is Thursday. So I think that's on the schedule, and I think I'll stick to it. That's awesome, Red Cat. Usually we use Grid's computer for work meetings. You know, our like monthly catch-up meeting where the theater is like, we're still not open, and we're like, that sucks. But is there any other... God, this is screwing with my brain. We usually use Grid's computer for that kind of thing, which is a bummer because Grid has a streaming setup, but my streaming setup is tuned. So we should definitely use mine with all the geeky shit behind me that you can't see because it's not framed properly, but you know what I mean. I want to... We have to upgrade the Cyclops. I think we did upgrade the Cyclops. Actually, first I think I just want to do some resource hunting because we need some stuff, and I want to take the Cyclops deeper. That's, I think, my broad goal. We got past the Sea Dragon into the power plant, alien power plant. Are they aliens when we're on their planet? I feel like they're not. Into the alien power plant, and I want to go further. I want to go deeper. Shit. What did I do? Shit. That's the wrong bobbin. Well, this is basically indistinguishable. Oh well. Anytime, Rhino. My goal is to make you guys spend money on video games. Partner me, Humble Bundle. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's not that hard to become a Humble partner, so... Probably should have done that. I don't really play a lot of open world survival games. I don't want to say that Horizon Zero Dawn was at all similar to Subnautica, but I think that's kind of the only open world thing I've ever really played. I didn't think Subnautica was going to be my cup of tea, because the ocean is really exciting, but I gotta say, the two things I hate the most in video games are piloting craft and swimming, so I thought I was going to hate it. And then for a long time, I never even watched it. I never watched anybody play it, because I wasn't interested. But it's such a well-balanced game that I have gotten extremely into it. There we go. Oh, it's free at home. Neat. It's just me, or are PlayStation games cheaper than everybody else's? I feel like I should get a PlayStation. Okay, so now we're going... Maybe if we finish 2 too early, I'll poke a little bit of stone Kirby here. I would like to play Below Zero, yeah. See, I started as a console player, and honestly, in terms of the spirit of video games, I say that with the most sarcastic of air quotes, I do really like consoles, but I like consoles because I want to take a cartridge and put it in a box and have that game play the same way every time. So now that we're getting closer and closer to all digital consoles and you constantly need an internet connection and, you know, we're getting further away from the game that you've purchased being your property, I'm cooling on consoles. But that doesn't mean I don't like to collect them. I really love to collect older consoles. I have a very small collection, but someday I'm going to be fabulously wealthy. But it's also just a lot easier to buy PC games, especially for me for streaming, because I don't... You know, we churn through so many games. And the stream, thankfully to you guys, it's all thanks to you, the stream maintains itself. So you guys kindly subscribe enough that I can afford to keep the stream going. Which is awesome. But if I can buy a game for $3 on the internet, I'm gonna do that rather than buy a $400 console and then a game for $30. Well, these two colors are not different enough. That's a bummer. Guess let's just cut off here. I really want to do some more retro stuff, but I feel like we picked a couple big chunky games lately. Although we've been doing Castlevania. I would really like to finish Castlevania this weekend. I'm gonna try to play that one Friday. I think I had it on the schedule for Friday. Yeah, I put out these schedules, and mostly they're just suggestions. Okay, before I get into this, let me take a quick break. Grid's been quiet for too long. I'm starting to get nervous. I'll be right back. Oh, wait. Sally, no BRB screen. Okay, I love this track so much, but it needs to stop playing so much. Oh, it's basically over anyway. Oh well. Okay, where are we? Nice Stardew shirt. Awesome. I have an improper collection of video game themed graphic t-shirts. Well, let's dump the Gibbs emotes and let's get some Sally in here. I'll have to page 6 Alona again. Although she might hate these reference images. Also, Grid is still alive in case anyone was concerned. Oops. Oh, wait, we can save this. We can rescue this. This is fine. And we want this one. Fall over to the shoulder. Man, this is going to be finished real quick. I have to repot some plants. It's still a little earlier in the season than I want to do that, but it's been bugging me. I gotta take some cuttings too. I have to trim my pothos, and I promised a friend I would take the cuttings and root it for her. I got a jade that needs trimming. I know, aren't they great? Like, I wasn't really expecting to like this one. I mean, I was expecting it to be fun, but... Well, I mean, I like all of them, but I don't really care for the copy Kirby power. And I didn't think I was going to really like this design, but it's just... It's really neat. It's really well done. Nintendo, man. Or HAL, rather. That's a lighter one, so now we just do these two. Okay. I start to fill in this little bit. I really wanted to integrate the beam that Copy has. So I like integrating the, you know, the weapon movement. But all the beam is a big conical... It's a cone, that's it. And it originates like here-ish, and it goes out like that. So there's no way it would fit in here. And I didn't think it would make sense in the way that we had Fighter with it like superimposed over the back. Fighter tells a story, that makes sense, but I don't think Copy tells the same story. 2, 3, so we're going down here. Yeah, yep. Copy's little laser rig, yep. I can't decide. There's supposed to be a green LED here in this particular frame that I chose, but I haven't decided yet. I think I'm gonna do it. Even though that'll mean threading the needle with that stupid polyester for one stitch. Okay, here we go. Too into the Virtual Boy? Oh, man. God, I need CoStar to do some more, retro stuff. He's got a consoleized Virtual Boy, and I just can't. I want to see more of it. Or a modded Virtual Boy so he can stream the Virtual Boy. Nuts. Insane. I have never touched a Virtual Boy. I'm pretty sure if I even came in the same room as a Virtual Boy, I would instantly get a migraine. I feel like even thinking too hard about one now gives me a migraine. Oh no. It's kind of why I've been chilling on VR. I'm like, you guys work out the kinks first. No more kinks. All of the kinks. Lots of kinks. Okay, let's go here. I mean, I've always appreciated Nintendo's attempts, you know? That's crazy. And then there was the, oh, fuck, I forgot what it's called. Nintendo... God, what was it called? Grid, what was that, Nintendo motion-controlled thing? The big gamepad that we didn't buy from the flea market? Can't remember what it was called. Oh, he's typing. No, not Labo. Get old. Oh god, I'm not ready for this, so I usually when I talk about these kinds of things on stream, I brush up first. No, it wasn't the power pad. Or maybe it was. Nope, not the power pad. No. Fuck. U-Force, that's it. Hold, please. Oop, oh, that's not gonna do it. So this is the Nintendo U-Force. It's nuts. It's motion control, but from the 90s. I don't have my spiel ready. I had a spiel for it. I'm sorry, 1989, yep, by Broderbund. Infrared technology. You know, 1980s version of the Wii U. This is the kind of shit that drives me crazy. I love this shit so much. We found one of these, but she wanted a little bit too much money for it, and I don't think it came in a box. It was just a little bit too expensive for what she was trying to give us. But this is why I love Nintendo. Well, you probably hadn't heard of it because, once again, it was by Broderbund, so it wasn't, you know, there were so many Nintendo peripherals by other companies. Broderbund was everywhere, but it wasn't, it's not, you know, something you're going to get in a pack-in with one of the pack-in games. There are so many of these specific Nintendo peripherals from the late 80s, early 90s. It drives me nuts. I love them so much. I want to get my hands into all of this shit. I hated the U-Force back in the day, and I still don't enjoy it even for nostalgia's sake. It's flaky and doesn't live up to the promises stated, so it also wasn't a good piece of equipment. But the vision behind these kinds of things and the let's try it attitude, love this shit. So, I haven't done a lot of retro stuff lately. I haven't really, you know, we haven't been to a flea market in like a year, but when we can go back out again, we like to look for this old kind of stuff. And while I don't have someone in my back pocket who can mod this stuff for me like Co does, I at least like to take it out and talk about it. Although I have to brush up. I have to remember my notes because as soon as I stop holding that information, it just leaks through my hands. I love the Satellaview. That's conceptually, that's just mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing. I've got enough new people around here that you probably don't remember me playing with the Game Wave, which is Canada's only video game system. It is basically a DVD player that you could play video games on. Most of the video games were trivia-based or like Boggle. It came with a pack-in, although it did come with a pack-in VeggieTales game. And I swear to God, there will never be any VeggieTales games played in my apartment, ever. We picked it up for $7 at Goodwill. It was so much fun. Such a silly game system. I think it has like 14 games total. I think it came out in 2003. Yep. Well, the Famicom had a microphone in the controller, didn't it? Yep, Famicom had a built-in microphone in the controller. No, I know what you're talking about, Rhino. I'm saying something different. I'm saying in terms of yelling at your console, we had that back in the Famicom. Also. Yeah, I agree, Awakened Cloud. I don't really know how to solve that problem because, you know, everybody's looking for... everybody's idea of a baseline experience is so high right now that it's hard to innovate because that might take away, that might negate some of the expectations that you have. Family Computer Network System? Was ist das? Oh, yes. Yep. Insane. Just, this shit's insane. It's just insane. I love this stuff. But at least if we're not experiencing it in video game systems, I feel like we're kind of having a renaissance in terms of video games themselves. We're seeing things... I feel like a lot of studios are exploring that 2D low poly thing, and using the restrictions of the past to force innovation in other areas. That's why I really find games like, you know, Gato Roboto or Caro Blaster really exciting, really, really interesting and exciting. Forgive me, guys, my spiel is not prepared today, so if I'm not being clear, I apologize, but just know that all of this stuff is so interesting to me. And occasionally I can sound a little bit more coherent about these subjects. I just haven't had the opportunity in quite a while. Oh, absolutely, Hungarious Clone. Well, what is it? Oh, shit. Is it Third Shift? I don't know. I guess I don't know if they're specifically making the game reliant on specifically the restrictions of the Game Boy cartridge, but they are making... But the Third Shift is a Game Boy-inspired horror game, and it's awesome. I don't believe it's finished yet, but I watched the pretty long demo or beta or whatever they're in now, and it's awesome. And it's remarkable how much horror you can squeeze out of something that looks like it came out of a Game Boy. Oh, that's awesome. I love this stuff. I don't know anything about game dev, and I gotta say, specifically, it doesn't interest me, but I do love... I gotta say, doing it doesn't interest me, but I want to play everybody's games. I want to get in there. I want to put my hands in this stuff. I want to talk to these people, and I don't want to be like a game reviewer because I don't want to, I don't know, review. I don't want to... Everything I see, I think, is exciting. So I would be a very, probably not a good game reviewer, but love this shit. Yeah, QA. I probably don't know enough to do QA. I'd just be like, I broke it! And they're like, cool, how? And I'd be like, I don't know, I broke it! You tell me! Allie, you're not supposed to be able to do that with the game. Oops! $36.89. Hey, Chernobylize. Although we're almost done with copy here. Nah, it's like break. It's like breakdown, except... You know... I don't know, I can't think of a punchline there. Too much shit. Come on, you can do this. Well, sometimes you break so hard that you need to take a break and relax from your other break, so it makes sense. We're so good at relaxing, we need to take a break from it. It's just, it's a hard life. Oh no, I should make a new BRB screen. Sally should have those, like, you know, those stupid slat glasses that bros wear at the club, and then we'll have, like, pumping lights around her. And that should be my BRB screen. Should say BRB on the top or something. Grid, let's go. And the night crew will be so confused. They'll be like, what the fuck is this? And all y'all afternoon people will just be like, party! Okay, I think we only have one color. Ah, fuck, I forgot the green. Well, we'll put the green in very last. How about I put the green over here so I don't forget about it? Hate you. Stupid polyester. Watches you while you sleep? I don't know. Nah, Sally doesn't watch you while you sleep. She's got other things to do. She busy. Oops, sorry. Here you go. Alright, yeah, I think this, well, this pink color palette is better than I have found so far, I think. Even if the two pinks in the middle are basically the same. Except one of them's shiny and one of them's not. I know DMC markets their stuff like, oh, we have such a sheen on all of our floss, it's so nice. And it is, and I like it. But I do have this one, like, off-brand red. I don't even know what kind of floss it is. I'm sure it is like 25 years old. It's actually the red I used here. It is extremely matte, and I like it just for that reason. I still have a couple of skeins of my grandma's yarn from like the 70s, so I'm sure it's made out of straight asbestos. But it's definitely interesting to see how flat all of the colors are. I think I have a red and a brown. Because, man, the 70s were just popping in terms of colors. But they are very flat. Yeah, the attic cotton candy. Delicious. So your insides will never catch on fire. Perfect. This came out a lot better than I was afraid it was going to. I'm really worried about wheel. I have finished the wheel sprite. And I was gonna do wheel this week, but I am worried about it. It's kind of a sprite that is very meant to be observed in motion. So I don't know that it's gonna look okay static. I guess there's really no way to find out without trying it, but... And there's no reason that if it doesn't work, I can't just say, well, this was a loss, and then try a new one. I also feel like I have to finish. I really got to get going on some of these games that we've got, because I've left that voting up for so long. I feel like there's going to be so many votes. I suppose that's good. I suppose it doesn't matter. More people getting their opinions in. That's a good thing, right? Oof, my brain. I mean, I can stuff the ballot box. I often do stuff the ballot box. I usually know how you guys are going to vote. Oh, unless you meant individual stuff. You cannot. I have restricted it to 1 vote per day. So if you want to stuff the ballot box, you have to view every day. Well, whatever. That works out for me. That's fine. Vote as many times as you want. I think cutting it down to 1 vote per person per day was a smart thing for me to do, so that one individual cannot stuff the ballot box, but if, so that one individual on one time cannot stuff the ballot box, but y'all want to play the long con, that helps my numbers. I don't give a shit. See, I still feel like that the joke is on you in that circumstance. Spamming the next game we play vote. Yes, I will count all votes. I will not count votes for things that are not on the list. And depending on how bad the joke that you made was, I will may or may not refund your points. Sometimes I just keep them. If it's a very bad joke, I keep your points. But also, sometimes your votes don't matter, because sometimes I want to play the games on the list anyway, and then I just play them. Haha! Everything you do is pointless. Oh my god, I need a haircut so bad. It's too long. It's driving me crazy. That's a good question, Red Cat. I don't know. Whatever it allows you to do is fine, because those are the parameters by which the system abides by. But I think I set it to once per day, but I don't know how Twitch calculates a day. Maybe it is once per stream. Maybe it says once per stream and I just misread it as once per day. Once per stream would make sense. That would probably make more sense from Twitch's perspective. From the system's perspective. Exactly, Noctis. Look, I always play the game that wins. I just also sometimes play the second place winner. Yeah, we're doing some more Subnautica tonight, yep. Although yesterday, Hades was really fun. I can't believe how much time we've put into Subnautica. I feel like I haven't had 40 hours in a game this quickly in a very long time. Man, that emote was the best decision I have ever made. I guess let's actually go down here real quick. And do these two. Man, color is awesome. I love the way that colors can look different based on what kind of colors are next to them. I kept getting screwed up with my stone Kirby the other day, yesterday, because there's one area that's in shadow, and I kept misreading it as a different color because I assumed that, you know, the way that the pattern was reading to me was, not that it was a separate color, but that it was one color, but in shadow, which is how it's supposed to read visually. But that kind of thing is neat. All my words are great. You're welcome. They're all extremely comprehensible. Thank you for hanging out with me. Take care, Red Cat. Hope your meeting goes well. Yeah, so comprehensible. I feel like I have too many thoughts rattling around in my head in one point, or at one time, nowadays. I feel like I'm a little too attached to the internet at the moment. I feel like that's my problem. So then when we go on vacation, I'm probably going to ooze all of these thoughts out into the ether and let them go, and then when I get back, I'm gonna have nothing to say. Because I will have no thought. One brain cell, no thought. My brain will just be all the noises that the world makes when you're sitting on the side of a river. We'll take up ASMR streams. Hey, Dux, it's going great. How about yourself? Topic Kirby is almost done. Oh, yeah. Wow, we finished really early. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is take a quick bathroom break, and then we will... I think I want to do at least one color on stone, just to make this stream a little bit more worth it. And we haven't done stone. Stone was the first one we did on stream, so that was a long time ago. So hopefully maybe at least some of you haven't seen it. And then, oh, that came out so good. Fuck. And then I'll probably end a little bit early so that I can clean my stanky living arrangement. Unless we want to do a watch Alec clean the cat box stream, which is not happening. Yeah, bathroom break. Absolutely. Break it down. Ah, shit. Hang on. I forgot the green again. Let's do that green. Second gross rainy day? Dang. Yesterday here was nice and bright and shiny, so maybe that means it's coming our way. Today's rainy, but I love rain, so... And last week, Gramps and I went a little bit too hard on our walk, so maybe if it's raining tomorrow, it'll be a good excuse to stay inside and play Mario or something. Okay, so for this one, I definitely need my needle threader. Ugh. God, I hate this stuff. No. What have I done? Stop pulling the wrong way. What are you doing? There we go. Oh, that's a mess. Is this... I feel like this needle is too small for my needle threader. There we go. This is not worth it. This is not worth it. Not worth it. Isn't at all. Perfect. Come on. One stitch. You cannot possibly tangle on me for one stitch. What are you doing? Oh, you fucker. You know I hate you, so now you have to behave like this. There we go. That's better. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna put this away. I'm just gonna take that whole clusterfuck, put it in my bowl, and then deal with it later. This color is magnificent, though. Okay, bathroom break time, and then we'll be back, and I will work just a little bit on stone so we can pretend we had a normal length stream. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, actually, I'm going to take this off because I need to wash it so that I can mount it properly. So we can reclaim our hoop for the moment. I love how it just stays like that. That's my favorite. Ooh. Okay. So I did... Let's see, I did black and I did that one, so now we have to do 3863. Heh, get stoned. Heh. Oh shoot, might need the right pattern. I'm like, I can't do this off of copy, Kirby. There we go. I always thought stone was one of my favorites also with that usage of light and shadow to create depth and the appearance of three-dimensionality on a 2D surface. Oh, this is so far away. Damn it. You? There we go. Now that we've changed to a different piece, I can't find the holes anymore. The same Ida. The same needle. Oh. We raffled off the other rock Kirby. I started making this one because this one I'm going to finish properly and put up on the Etsy. The other one wasn't finished properly, and we raffled it. I plan to raffle some of the other ones that we haven't finished right. This is the old finishing style, and this is the new. So this is just... I figured this was so long ago that maybe some people haven't seen Rock, and also we were only going for 2 hours, so if I do a couple more... If I do a couple more stitches, I'll feel a little bit better about doing a more normal-sized stream-ish, kind of, but then I still get to cut out a little bit early today and take care of some other stuff. A couple people now have said to me, how do you stream in the afternoon and then also stream again at night? And I'm just like, badly. Would not recommend. Don't. Cocaine. I swear. If only. Considering my unbreakable addiction to caffeine, I am quite sure if ever presented with the opportunity to do cocaine, I would. One more down here. I should probably just stop trying to stream on Wednesday nights. I think that would solve a lot of my problems. Hey, Evan, yes! Congrats for escaping meeting hell. But yeah, we finished copy, Kirby. Now I'm just trying to drag my feet a little. Trying to pad out the afternoon. Where'd I go? Yeah, he's really small. He doesn't have any, you know, big hats or big weapons or big peripherals. He's a very compact sprite. Oh, Xeno sneezing. Poor sneezy boy. Okay, and then we're gonna go... Ooh, this is tough. I'm not sure if I picked this color correctly. I wish I had. I should have tried to clean up the pattern for it and make another one before I got rid of the old one. Now I'm kind of flying blind again. See, I'm great at making decisions the first time. I'm like, yeah, what can go wrong? If it fails, it fails. No big deal. But then I'm bad at replicating those decisions if I have to make them again. I should have made better notations through this whole process. Okay. Getting somewhere. Maybe we'll do one more needle. One more needle full. Where should we start this one from? I guess here. Man, I was so worried about this one when he did it the first time. Oops, I did this stupid. Oh well. And up here. And then down here. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. I can't believe you have to eat every day. I feel like we've been over this, but I'm still offended by that as a concept. I just ate yesterday. Why do I have to do it again? Food is tasty, you're right, but I have to, like, spend brain space to think about how to prepare it. And then I have to buy it, and then it goes bad really fast. It's just, you know, it's great, but it's just a lot. That's all. It's just a lot. Really, it's the planning part that kills me. If I could have a chef. Well, your cooking is awesome, Chernobylized. I would just unhinge my jaw and dump it right down there. Oh no, that's so fast! I can't handle it. I want to have a bigger herb garden so I can just go outside and grab a handful of herbs. Ooh, chili! It's gonna be stanky in your household. I have no plans. I don't know. I don't even know what to do. I don't have anything thawed. Maybe we'll do quesadillas. Quesadillas are usually my I can't food. And I don't want to do any really big grocery shopping because, well, I guess we still have 2 weeks? A week? A week and a half? We still have a little while till our vacation, but I don't want to go crazy with grocery shopping before we leave. Ah, it's alright. I'm not a big chili person. I really appreciate it. You're always offering to give us chili and jambalaya and shit, and it looks so good. I'm weird with textures. My parents were big into goulash when I was a kid. I can't. I just can't. There's too many things in there. And they all have a different mouthfeel. I can't. I'm that person who doesn't want anything touching on their plate. Oh, that sounds so good. Hey, then you don't have to do any dishes. Well, I've recently discovered there are several different kinds of goulash. There's like the authentic, is it Polish goulash that looks kind of like beef stew, which sounds really good. And then there's the poor American version, which is the kind my parents always made, which is basically like hamburger helper, which I hate. I guess I'm not a real big ground beef person. I like hamburgers, but Hungarian? Yeah, we went over that. I should remember. I was close. And even beef stew, I only like it if it's got big enough chunks that I can take one bite of one thing specifically every time. A carrot and a potato in the same bite? Madness. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. I gotta get back into my crock pot. I know the Instant Pot is different, and I know the Instant Pot is awesome, but also I don't have any counter space, so I don't want an Instant Pot. Hey, Beanie! Alright, I guess we have to do a little bit more. If Beanie just got here. I can't cut and run yet. I swear, the song comes up every other song. And I don't notice it until it's over. Ooh, cheesy goulash. That does sound good. Come on. There we go. Hey, Oliphant. That's a good point. I am you know, I have a bigger palate than I did when I was a child. Mostly because I get to define how and when I try new things, as opposed to sit down and if you don't eat this, you go to bed hungry. Joke's on you, I'll just go to bed hungry. But, getting there. It's a slow process. Oh man, sorry guys, I am so chill today. The nice, quiet sound of rain outside. I feel like I want to sit on the couch and just have zero thoughts. I think I said hi, Oliphant. I'm sorry if I didn't. Hi, Oliphant. And if I did, you get two today. Man, my mom can eat hot sauce. My mom is a nightmare. My mom loves hot sauce. She's that person that gets the, like, 5-star extra hot wings at the restaurant that if you eat all 10 of them, they give you a sweatshirt for. I've literally bought her hot sauce that I've had to sign a waiver for to purchase. I'm not there. Yeah. My mom is pretty cool. Oh god, I don't even remember. There are a bunch of... I feel like there was a hot sauce place up in Saratoga, which does not help you. Very far away. But there was a whole store full of it, and I don't even remember what the kind was called. Oh man. I'm starting to get better. When I was little, I couldn't do... I remember I was really little. I think I was 3 or 4. And I wanted a cup of water. So instead of like an actual cup, my mom just gave me a little, you know, the little Tupperwares that are for like dip or something really small. She gave me one of those full of water. And I was drinking water out of it, and I started freaking out because it was hot. It was like burning my mouth. It was hot. And she thought I was crazy. But apparently there had been hot sauce in it, and it like ate into the Tupperware. So when she went to drink the water, it was literally spicy hot sauce water, despite the fact that the Tupperware had been washed. I was extremely sensitive to hot when I was a child. I'm getting better. $5 hours for hot sauce. I've done that, honestly. Maybe not for hot sauce specifically, but I've done that for other foods. 1, 2, oh shoot. Well, that's one too many. That's okay, we can just pull this guy out here. Yeah, she did not believe me. I think she told me to, like, shut up and suck it up. If I remember correctly. And it was only quite a long time later that she realized that I was not crazy. Oh, that's hilarious, Zen. Yeah, I've definitely ordered at a couple of Thai restaurants. Well, my normal Thai restaurant doesn't screw with me. They just give me what I order and I like it. But a Thai restaurant that I went to before lockdown started, she asked me how spicy I like it. Or she asked me if she didn't ask me how spicy I liked it. She asked me if I liked spice. And I was like, yeah. And she just laughed in my face. And then I swear to God, she gave me completely unseasoned chicken. I was like, I know I'm a white girl coming in here. I know, I get it, but also... Fuck you. At least make me suffer. One of my friends growing up was, her family was Indian, and she would always laugh at me and tell me what I could order. I'm not making it for anybody in particular. I'm just making it because I want to. I have a couple of them up on Etsy individually, and then some of the ones that were my first tries, some of the first ones I did. We're gonna slowly raffle after I have made sure I have my patterns down. Ah, fuck. I don't think I can back this stitch out. Come on. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, let's try... There we go. I don't usually order the things that are supposed to be, like, monumentally spicy. Like, I'm really into pad thai, but... maybe I'm getting my pad thai at weird places, but I don't think it's supposed to kill you. So... I don't need it... I don't need it toned down. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's always the struggle. Should be reading. Oh no! Yeah, I think I cured Grid's mild cat allergy by just refusing to get rid of my cats when we moved in together. He was like, I'm kind of allergic to cats, and I'm like, cool. And he's like, what's gonna happen when we move in together? And I was like, nothing. So he was stuffy perpetually for like 2 years, and now I think he's gotten over it, so... Or maybe he just doesn't tell me about it anymore. Exposure therapy? Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to cats. Exactly. Or we keep 2 separate apartments. Oh, do they really? That's interesting. I knew you could grow out of... I knew you could either grow into or out of allergies. Or like an allergy can be brought upon by repeated exposure to something. Like I developed a penicillin penicillin reaction because I had penicillin so much as a child, but I probably am not going to exhibit allergy symptoms anymore. Oh, that sucks, Fecavisti. I think I'm kind of slowly starting to get there with seasonal allergies, which is a big bummer. I could definitely deal with not having those. Yeah, come here, you little bastard. Eat your peanut butter. What do you mean you can't breathe, little Jimmy? Shut up. Oh, that's good. Man, childhood asthma is scary. Where are we going now? I guess we're going... How is this playing again? There must be like 16 versions of this one. Maybe I'll have to actually make a playlist instead of just going to his page and cycling through them. Oh, that's awesome. It's always so sad when people can't have pets because of allergies. That's the biggest bummer. Oh, I knew what you meant. I gotcha. I don't read the specific words you guys type anyway. I just kind of skim for the big meaning. See, that's why I need a Stream Deck, so I can program in, like, a handful of responses, and I don't have to try so hard anymore. Not that I'm trying very hard today. Man, I'm sorry, guys. I am just so mellow. I think from here on out, I'm gonna stop streaming on Wednesday nights. Because doing morning, then night, and then getting up and doing morning, and then doing night again is just a little too much. That's true. You know, I looked up the other day how you're supposed to scan them, and I'm horrified that so many of the answers are put on clean underpants, pray. That's it. I guess I should get that stasis rifle going, but holy god. I've literally never touched the stasis rifle. I can't imagine shooting the Sea Emperor or the Sea Dragon Leviathan with a stasis rifle and then swimming up to it. Insane. Subnautica is really good. It's so good. I really wasn't expecting to enjoy it. Sorry, guys, I feel like I've said this a whole bunch of times. Yeah, I'd still have to press the button. That's right, that's true. But yeah, it's, I'm not big into the open world, and like I've said 100 times, the two things that I hate most about video games are piloting craft and swimming, and that is the entirety of Subnautica, and man, I still fucking love it. It's such a well-balanced game. There's constantly new things to see and explore and find. It's so well I just said balanced. I'm gonna say balanced again. It's just so well balanced. There are very few things in it that I feel are pointless. I have some UI issues with it that I imagine maybe they've addressed in Sub-Zero. Hopefully. Oh, he coming! We still have a little bit of that same color to do up here. But I think I'm gonna call it for today. Sorry, this one was a little bit shorter, but I'm lay tired, so I'm gonna go clean up a little bit, maybe take a walk in the rain. But ah man, Copy Kirby came out so good. I love him. I'll wash this guy up. I will back him. I'll put him up on the Etsy. He'll be up there by next week. Hopefully I'll have Stone up there also. I don't know what we're gonna do next week. I'll think of one. It'll be a surprise as always. Yeah, I do want to check out some mods. Deco gave me some, like, some Seamoth, I think it was some Seamoth storage solutions or something like that, or some storage solutions. Yeah, unless Grid spoils it again. Yeah, I want to do Wing Kirby. I didn't make another one immediately because it's a lot more complex. Stone was pretty quick, so I didn't have a lot of time, so I figured I'd start on Stone. But yeah, I definitely want to do a Wing Kirby that we can put up. I really like this one, so I might keep this one. But we could also probably raffle it. So, we'll have to see. But we'll make some decisions. Oh man, I don't really have anybody on my list to send you to today. Sorry guys. I will catch you guys later. For anybody that's new, evenings around 6 p.m. Eastern, I play video games tonight. We're clearly playing Subnautica, so come hang out with us if you're not scared of the ocean. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Oh crap, there's something in front of my window, so I can't just like bop out. All right, here we go.